It's a Jeep thing. You wouldn't understand. The entire 30th anniversary Jurassic Park series of sets that LEGO has put out have all been absolute bangers. And that is absolutely true of the Jurassic Park Jeep. So it's a cheap set that looks great. It's got a dinosaur, and overall, I'm thrilled to have it. This has been in my backlog for a couple months, and now that I've got Gringotts done and out of the way, and I've got that on display, this was my next go-to. This is one of the few sets I have in my backlog that I look at and I'm like, man, that just looks like so much fun to put together. When I was a kid, I always wanted a Jeep to be my main vehicle, and I wanted it to have the Jurassic Park paint job applied to it. But as I got older and I realized that Jeeps aren't reliable vehicles, I abandoned that dream. But finally, I can revisit it, and I can say that I now own a Jeep. For $20, you get 211 pieces, a Jeep, Dennis Nedry, and a Dilophosaurus. You also get a really neat side build. It's got the e-stock. The sign can flip all around, just like in the movie. You can position the plants however you want. And my favorite little Easter egg is the Barbasol can of shaving cream and the white frog representing the cream. But the frog is also in the set because all of the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary sets come with a frog in some way, shape, or form, because in the movie and book Jurassic Park, all of the DNA for the dinosaurs that were missing were mixed with frog's DNA. So LEGO includes a frog in all the sets as a little nod to that. Starting with Dennis Nedry, we've got his face that's splattered with the acid from the Dilophosaurus that causes blindness and then eventually paralysis. He does have a dual molded face with his glasses, and he's scared. Nice to get a double face. Also, the backside's got the rest of the hoodie. I'm glad to get a Dennis minifigure since he was absent ever since the large gate set that released. And that was a very expensive set, so I'm glad that we can get him in a very cheap set. Next, we got the Dilophosaurus, which only has one movable piece on it, and that is the jaw. The rest of the printing looks really nice, looks movie accurate, and it's got holes in the feet to put onto a base plate. It's got nice printing all around the face as well. The main reason you buy this set is for the Jeep. Now, the only downside I'm seeing so far is that the bottom doesn't look fantastic. You got a lot of Technic holes there. I'm really not too sure why these red Technic holes, Technic studs are in there, because usually that means you're attaching something to it, but I double checked the instructions and didn't have any weird extra pieces, and there's nothing to put there. So maybe there was something that was planned on being there that they canceled. Who knows? Kind of weird. The windscreen is normal. However, you do have this bar with the light that goes across and gives it that iconic Jeep look. Now, this is also really easy to turn into the open-air Jeeps from earlier in the movie when they first spot the dinosaurs. You just take those pieces out. Now, you do kind of need a red bar or something here, but I think that looks pretty good for what it is. One downside of the set is that you do have a lot of stickers to put on. You've got one here, here, two here. You've got one here at the back. You've got two here as well. And on the side build, you've got three in just this little set. On cheaper sets like this, I really don't care about stickers, but what are you going to do?
Nobody cares.
The brown pieces all along the bottom of the Jeep suggest that it's driven through mud, which is correct for the scene that it's trying to depict. Here on the box, it really shows the scene better with all the rain. And this is where Dennis is trying to get to the dock, but makes a wrong turn, hits the sign. And so his Jeep is completely covered in mud. And there's a rainstorm, so I don't mind the brown pieces at all. I know that the other Jeep set that comes in this wave has no mud pieces on it. So if you wanted just a regular plain Jurassic Park Jeep without all the mud, then you can get that set instead. The inside of the Jeep has got plenty of room for Dennis to sit down. Unfortunately, because of the height of the Dilophosaurus, you can only kind of set it up right next to the window, and it still makes sense. But other than that, the inside's not got anything special. You do have some studs in the back that you can put some other pieces if you want, but nothing that comes with this set would really make sense in the back. For a $20 set, including a Jeep, a minifigure, a side build, and a dinosaur, I'd say that's pretty good in 2023/2024. A great thing about this set in particular is that the Jeep itself is 8 studs wide, which fits into the current Speed Champions lineup. And so if you wanted to display the Jurassic Park Jeep alongside the James Bond Aston Martin or the Fast and Furious Nissan Skyline, then you could easily do that, and it fits in pretty well. Overall, I would recommend this set for anybody that likes Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, or has an extra $20 laying around that they don't know what to do with. Having said the $20 price point, this has already been on sale on Amazon and Target and Walmart for $16. So if you can find it even cheaper than $20, all the power to you. However, I think at $20, you're not getting robbed. This is a deal. Lego could have easily charged $25 or $30 for the set, so I'm glad that they didn't do that. It's nice to get small sets that are cheap that also look really good. Now to find a spot to put the Jeep somewhere on the shelf. Now this doesn't make any sense, but that's pretty perfect. I don't have anything on my shelf dedicated to just Jurassic Park. Like I've got Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, all that. But the only thing Jurassic Park I have now is this Jeep. So I put it down here with the office. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I figure Dwight would probably like to have that outside the office. He seems like somebody that would like Jurassic Park. But yeah, for now, that's where it's going to go. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.